The Voice. Gwen Stefani speaks out after making difficult selections for live shows. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Gwen Stefani had a big decision on her hands on Tuesday's, November 19, episode of The Voice, which marked the start of the playoffs. Team Gwen's top 5 acts: Joe Lewis, Jake Tankersley, Gabrielle Zaboski, Jan Dan, and Sydney Sterlace took to the stage to sing their hearts out. However, Stefani could only pick 2 of them to advance to the live shows. Lewis was up first, performing a stunning rendition of Mary J. Blige's No More Drama. The young singer commanded the stage like never before, delivering a thrilling performance that put him in contention for one of Stefani's 2 picks. Next up was Tankersley, who performed a pitch-perfect rendition of Cody Johnson's The Painter. While his vocals were on point, he lacked the stage presence of Lewis. Afterward, he admitted to being emotional as he was thinking of his wife. Zaboski stepped up next for a raucous performance of Roxette's Listen to Your Heart, showing off her vocal range and rock star presence. After Zaboski, Jan Dan took to the stage to sing Kansas, Dust in the Wind, bringing Stefani to tears with an emotional performance. Finally, Sydney Sterlace continued to show off her potential with a heartfelt rendition of Taylor Swift's Betty. The performance earned high praise from the coaches, with Michael Bublé calling her a superstar. As all 5 contestants were called back to the stage, Stefani was left with making the difficult decision of who to send home and who to bring with her to the live shows. I feel proud, and I feel honored that each one of you guys let me hang out with you and help you, the Hollerback Girl singer said. This is really, really difficult. One thing that saves me all the time is that we're all going home, and this is just a moment in your life. Whatever you do with this moment is going to be the next part of your life. That does give me comfort, she continued. I'm going by who I think I can coach and help grow into that identity that they already are showing me that they have. After telling the 5 acts she was so proud to be their coach, Stefani first picked Jan Dan to move on to the live shows. For her second pick, she went with the one that really moves me and who I think I can coach, and that was Sterlace. In an interview afterward, Stefani explained her choices, saying of Jan Dan, he's too unique. He has so much taste, and he has such a perspective that I just wanted to give him the opportunity to share that with America in our lives. As for Sterlace, Stefani added, I had to go with Sydney. It was just a gut feeling. She moves me. She gets on that stage, and I want to see more. I just can't let her go home. These playoffs are just so emotional. Gwen Stefani is no stranger to high-pressure decisions on live television, but even for a seasoned superstar like her, this season of The Voice brought unexpected emotional weight and professional challenges as she faced some of the most difficult decisions of her coaching career. Now returning once again to the iconic red chairs, Stefani found herself balancing emotion, strategy, and raw talent as she guided her team toward the live shows, and the stakes have never felt higher. As one of the most recognizable figures in pop and rock music, Gwen has always brought a distinct edge and energy to The Voice, combining her unique artistic vision with a compassionate mentorship style that connects deeply with her team members. But this season, something was different, according to the No Doubt frontwoman herself, who recently opened up about the difficulty and emotional toll of making her final selections before the live rounds began. The blind auditions already stirred emotion, but the battles and knockouts raised the bar entirely, leaving Gwen with an elite team of vocalists, each bringing something special to the table. As the live shows approached, the pressure mounted with every performance, not just for the contestants, but for Gwen, who would have to make cuts that went far beyond vocal ability. For her, these choices were about connection, growth, and sometimes even the stories behind the songs. In an exclusive post-episode interview, Gwen shared her thoughts on the decisions she had to make and what went into those gut-wrenching moments where a coach's intuition is all they have to rely on. She admitted, It was one of the most emotionally challenging points in her time on the show. Each of the artists had grown so much, and watching them pour their hearts out made it nearly impossible to choose. She spoke with sincerity and deep reflection, revealing that even off camera, she struggled to sleep knowing she had to break someone's heart the next day. The bond Gwen builds with her team members is undeniable from the very beginning. Fans of The Voice have praised Gwen for her nurturing yet honest coaching style. She's known to mix tough love with unwavering support, encouraging her team to push boundaries and step out of their comfort zones while still providing a space for them to remain true to their artistic identity. This season, her team featured an eclectic mix of powerhouse vocalists, subtle storytellers, and genre-bending performers, many of whom stunned viewers with unexpected choices and musical bravery. When it came time to trim her team down for the live shows, Gwen admitted that she leaned into instinct as much as technique. She described how sometimes it wasn't about who hit the highest note or delivered the flashiest performance, but rather who moved her, who showed growth, and who made her feel something real. She explained that music is not a technical sport, it's about emotion and truth, and sometimes an imperfect performance can speak volumes if it connects on a deeper level. During the final knockouts, emotions ran high. Gwen was seen wiping away tears as she delivered the final decisions. Viewers were quick to notice her hesitation before announcing names. Her long pauses and visible discomfort made it clear that this wasn't just a television moment, but a real human experience of letting someone down even when you believe in their talent. She shared afterward that she wished she could have kept everyone, that each artist brought something irreplaceable to the team, but that ultimately the live shows demand tough choices. Social media erupted following Gwen's heartfelt selections. Fans debated the outcomes, praised her sincerity, and expressed support for both the eliminated and chosen contestants. Many shared stories of how specific performances moved them or reminded them of their own journeys, proving that the emotional ripple effect of Gwen's team went far beyond the stage itself. Behind the scenes, Gwen reportedly spent extra time with her team, offering guidance and words of encouragement to those who didn't make it. She knows what it's like to face rejection in the music industry, to feel like your big chance slipped away, and she makes sure her team walks away knowing their journey is far from over. She said that many of the greatest artists didn't win competitions, but they took the experience and made it their fuel to keep going. Throughout the season, Gwen was vocal about how impressed she was with the level of talent on her team. She described one contestant as someone who reminded her of a younger version of herself, full of raw energy and unshaped potential. Another reminded her of artists she's admired for decades, deep, soulful vocalists who don't need tricks, just honesty and depth in every note. As she made her decisions, these reflections weighed heavily on her. She wasn't just choosing voices, she was shaping futures. In her post-selection interview, Gwen shared that she often reflects on her own journey and what it would have meant to have a mentor like the ones on The Voice back when she was starting out in a ska punk band, playing clubs and writing lyrics on the floor of her bedroom. She never had someone to tell her what worked or what didn't. She learned by trial and fire, and now she uses that experience to guide others with compassion and hard-earned wisdom. For Gwen, being a coach isn't about competition with the other coaches or securing wins for her team. It's about making sure her artists walk away stronger, more confident, and more aware of their own artistry. She said she doesn't measure her success by whether her contestant wins the show, but by whether they find their voice and learn to own it in the way she learned to own hers. Even as The Voice continues to evolve, Gwen remains one of its most authentic and emotionally connected coaches. Her presence on the panel adds a layer of genuine care and musical intelligence that has become essential to the show's identity. Fans eagerly tune in not just for the performances, but to see her reactions, to hear her feedback, and to watch the journey unfold through her eyes. As the live shows begin, Gwen's focus now shifts from decision-making to empowering her remaining team members. She's already been spotted during rehearsals, working closely with her contestants, helping them reimagine songs, push their limits, and dig deeper into their personal connection with the music. She encourages experimentation, asking her team to not be afraid of vulnerability, reminding them that great performances come from great risks. What lies ahead for Gwen and her team remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the emotional investment she brings to her coaching is unmatched. She's not afraid to cry, she's not afraid to fight for her team, and she's definitely not afraid to be honest when it counts in a show built on dreams and second chances. Gwen Stefani continues to be a coach who leads with her heart. Fans can expect the live shows to be nothing short of riveting, with Gwen's team ready to showcase the full spectrum of their artistry.